Well, good morning, community. Good to see you guys today. We do have a couple of friends that are partners with us, and this is Matthew Carter. He's the Regional Vice President of CDF, which previously known as Church Development Fund, and this is Mark Briggs, who's the Executive Director, Executive Vice President of CDF. So again, let's welcome them. So glad that they're here with us today. And in a moment, you're gonna understand why CDF is so critically important to our church. It was in 2004, well, around 2000, we were growing in Plantation Acres, and we were in 5 worship services. And we were out of space, and so we started looking for land, and it took us a while. And in 2004, we bought the 15 acres here. I wish it would have been free, but it was not. It was very expensive, but it's been this wonderful piece of property, and CDF helped us to buy the land here in 2004. Fast forward to 3 years later, in 2007, we moved into this building, and I can tell you absolutely, without any question, if it had not been for the ministry, the partnership with CDF, we would not be here today. I just know that that's true. So it's because of CDF that our church is here on this property today. So let's give it up for CDF. I mean, again. And that was 2007, and then 2020, right at the, well, not in the end of COVID, in the middle of COVID, we expanded 800 seats in this auditorium. We opened up our next gen building. We have the courtyard and the outdoor baptistry and all of that. That partnership, again, CDF, would have never happened if it had not been for our partnership with CDF. So we are so eternally grateful. I can say this, we have a lot of partnerships at Community. No partnership that we have is more important than CDF because they're the ones that have allowed us to do everything that we've been doing literally for the last 20 years. And so we're grateful. Matthew, why don't you share what CDF is about and why this partnership is so important? But tell us about CDF.
Sure, you'll see on the signage and our booth out back there, back in the foyer, you'll see the words, "We help churches grow." And that is who we are. I receive calls all the time, churches who want to build, who want to buy land, refinance, and we want to see those dreams come to reality. In fact, in the last 18 months, we've had 24 church planters get into their very first home.
Yeah, awesome.
Amazing numbers. In 70 years of ministry, I know I don't look 70, but I am 70, no. But in 70 years of ministry, we've had 1,500 churches that partnered with us, $2.2 billion in ministry funding. Amazing kind of numbers, but I don't want to lose the ministry in the numbers because at the end of the day, we're more than a lender, we are more than investment, we are a ministry.
So, Mark, why are partner? Yeah, that's also very important. Mark, why are partner churches like Community so important to CDF?
Oh, they're vital, Scott. We live in an environment right now where less and less traditional lenders are helping churches when they're trying to get their facilities. It's uncertain times with rates and all of that. And so we have a lot of churches, Scott, both who have come to us and are coming to us daily and weekly who go, we are looking for someone who could help partner with us so that we can have a permanent facility. And so as we look at Community and as we look at the churches we work with, we're looking for investment partners, people who invest dollars with our fund. We turn around and loan those dollars to churches. I don't know if you know this, but Community actually has, from some members, dozens of families who have invested several $1 million over the last 20 years, and that's as of today. So many have been with us a long time, and they've been big fans of how God uses those dollars. And up on the screen, today we're going to show you just a few options if you're interested in being one of those partners, both time certificates and a demand option. You can see as short as 8 months, you can invest and get 5.25% on your money, a very fair return, but even more important, you know that it's there to help churches grow. And at the top, that's a 12-month flex certificate. That's basically like a demand account where you can get access to that money at any time, but you can earn 4% when you park those dollars with us. And while you're watching it grow, we can help churches grow.
So community, that's awesome. So what that means, again, for $250, you can put that money there, 4%. You can't find that anywhere where you can just take it out, no penalties. And so that's why my wife, Lori, and I, we've been partnering with CDF for 20 plus years, personally. We have a son that when he was a teenager, he was really frugal, and he started 20 years ago putting money away at CDF. And so we believe in CDF and we trust this ministry, and it's a win-win. I mean, you get a great rate of return, and you also know that your dollars are helping to shape eternities. I mean, so it's such a great thing. So I want to encourage you to, one, to seriously consider, investing some dollars in CDF, because it will be a win-win. And then secondly, maybe if you're not there yet, that maybe you just follow. You can get the emails, and you can do that by, in just a moment I'll tell you, but you can follow and find out all the churches that God is doing amazing works through the partnership that we have together with other churches. And Mark, how's a good way for us to get individually connected with CDF?
Well, the way that we've designed, up on the screen, you're going to see a QR code. And for those of you familiar, you take out your phone, you open your camera app, and you scan this QR code. And what that'll take you to is just a few items to fill out. You enter that information, and you go into our system, because we recognize a lot of you're going, I just need to get to know you. And there's no better way to do it than to hear, like what Scott said, the stories of churches being impacted and to be updated on those offers. So that's really the way we're looking at it. If you're not tech friendly at all, we have cards at the booth, but that's what we would ask you to do.
So community, I'm gonna ask you, go ahead and take out your phone and just put it toward the screen right now. I don't usually ask you to do that because I know that's dangerous, because it can be a distraction. But even if you're just pretending now, just go ahead and humor me. Put it up there, and you can take that QR code will take you to a URL. You can fill that out, and you just get some information, and that information could be game-changing for you personally. But again, it's a win-win for the kingdom and for you personally. Matthew, any last words you want to share with us?
Yeah, I would just say for our organization and for ministry, great days are ahead. We've got great leadership. We've got great folks in the field, locking arms with pastors all over the United States. We are a trusted partner for churches that are seeing the Great Commission fulfilled. If I was an investor, and I am an investor, but if I was standing out there thinking about being an investor, I would say, hey, I might find a better return, but I'll never find a better cause. We're CDF Capital, and we help churches grow.
It's a great partnership. Community, let's give it up for CDF. They've allowed to happen what's happening. And Matthew and Mark are gonna be at the column after the service is over, and you can pick up some information that way. And I hope that you'll seriously consider this.